Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna try to get a bottom bounce on HSDT here. Wow. Spreads on this are terrible. I gotta cut it there. Wow, that's too bad. Wow. Should have taken the profit. I got nothing out of it. It was like right there about to give me $1,000. I got $32. How unfortunate. Do a test trade here. That didn't work out too well. Wow. This is a bit frustrating. I was close on HSDT. It felt close. Oh, wow. Taking a bigger loss there, 444. Well, that's already my first indication. HSDT, I had a little bit of hope. 630 up to 708. It absolutely did not break the previous candle. Shoot. Down $400 on the day. QNRX. I'm gonna go down on size. I'm not feeling it today. You guys let me know if something's heating up. Let me know if something's really heating up. Wow. What? You see that? Did you see that? I hope that's just a TD thing, not an internet thing. That was a very slow fill. It was a delayed fill. That was actually probably one of the worst fills I've ever seen. We usually have good internet here, so we'll go check out this operation here. Foo-foo? Heck's foo-foo? Can't believe I lost so much money on this. What's the float on foo-foo? HSDT. I don't know. I feel like HSDT I would be doing better on. But those spreads are big. Trying to see if I can get my money back in this stupid thing. See, I had a narrow miss on Friday. So, kind of tells me that got to be careful. Just like that. Look at that. Could get a bounce back up here. It's not looking super likely. Take a stab there. Luckily, I got out at 526 on that trade. I don't know, guys. Mm. Mm. I hesitated to buy, but look at that. Look at it. The bid drops out again. To give this some more time to tell us it's reversing. PHUN's going. Wow. Wow. PHUN, halt up. We better get some more focus on this one. Oh, now we're in a gap. 12. Not sure I'm getting my money back on this one. Yeah, this market, you don't want to be caught buying too high. Nope. Look at how slow it is for me to get filled. Is that on my end or your end too? Hoping for a reversal off the lows here up to 560. That should give me most of my money back. Nope. Look at that. I got to cut it. I don't know. That might be the end of that. Not very forgiving market. I don't know. Should I just cut it and just be done? PHUN, that gap fill, I like that. That is nice. Oh, wow. Right when I get out of QNRX, when we get a nice, clean-looking 5-minute here. Not in it. Come on. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going to get out of this. I don't know. We'll see. The bottoming tail looks nice, but the stock is just weak. There we go. I want the engines to rev on this sucker. Come on, baby. I'm just like, this is like a 40% chance I get bailed out. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get it with any profit. The 5-minute looks good, but just, I'm just going to cut it right there. That's probably a bad idea, but I'm like, man, I don't want to get stuck in a drop. It's not giving me super great vibes. That's too bad. Your time and sales is still not working? When's the resumption on 4? It's just black. Nothing's going on. You could click on it and click back on it. Or you could delete that window or try in another window. I've never heard of this before. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I don't know. This is really an interesting one. I'm not a huge fan of it. My back's kind of against the wall. I can't take risk on it. There, just lost 100 bucks. I didn't do so well in that resumption. Oh, I got smoked on that. I don't know. I think my internet here is just not the same. That might put me at max loss for the day. I'm in a new trading place. And just not getting anywhere. This leading gapper is like barely can even bounce off a low. Fufu just took a big dump right there. Look at that. That happened really quickly, so that could have caught some people. PHUN is tradable. I'm going to go down on size here and see what I can do. Fills are something else. Yeah, not so bad here. Maybe I just got kind of unlucky. Just trying to make a little bit of money here. It's not a very nice one. Feel as though my internet is just not there. This, I kind of missed the rebound trade. HSDT. Nah, that's those spreads open up so bad there. My fills are off too. Okay, I don't know because I came up here and the internet's good up here, but it can sometimes not be as reliable. But other people are saying they're having bad fills too, which makes me feel better. Fun, PHUN. If I could go back and I would redo this one. This one, I don't think I'm gonna touch. This one's dead. This one, this is one I have the biggest loss on. And I could have caught this to get green. Just gonna do 900 shares here and just basically to find out what I already know, which is this thing has a terrible time going up like that, and then the bid drops out, then you're down 10 cents immediately. Their bid came up there to 25. I'm gonna take it. I didn't get it. Start a poll. Have you had laggy orders? I'm gonna probably walk away soon. Just to watch to see if something heats up, but it's just not good. No, it's just not good. That's what I'm telling people. It's just not good. Q and RX is satanic. Okay, that could be true, Timothy. It could be. I'm looking at Vanny. If it was halted, there might not be anything there. I'm just hoping QNRX like just somehow comes back to life. It looks possible, but the price action we saw out of the gates, it screams danger. HSDT, I'm still frustrated because right at the open I saw a good trade on it. It was bobbing because of the spreads. I was up 1,000 and like up 100. It's just bobbing there. I'm like, man, come on, bid, please come up, and it never did. Dropped out. You know, having $1,000 at the open would have been great. QNRX kind of curling here a little bit. Halt down on PHUN. Just taking that. That's a nice little $300. Got a little bit of volume coming in here now. Get a little bit better stability, but we got to be careful. Run up to VWAP's not unlikely. But a rejection is not unlikely either. So, yeah, I would be careful. Yeah. I don't know if I'd buy that dip. It would be technically a dip within a rip, but I don't know if I would buy that dip within a rip. Sure enough, look at that. It's just a lot of stuff going through time and sales here, but not a lot of action moving up on this. So this one you got to be careful of. Like you may think that it's like really good, but until it gets above VWAP and really just starts to take off, it's kind of in battle mode with the shorts, I guess, if you will. I almost pulled the trigger on HSDT there. I just pulled the trigger on it. I'm going to try to get out of it quick, though. Like maybe a run up to 6, and I'm going to bail. Come on, just give me... Come on, just let the bid come up. Please. This bid drops. I should probably just cut it right here. This is not already not looking good. Should probably come back to QNRX. I gotta cut it. Break even trade. We'll come back to QNRX. I got bailed out of a red day last week. And that's usually kind of your first indicator that things are starting to get a little bit crappy. So I don't know if today's going to be a narrow miss or not. I'm taking a little bit of a high trade here. Lag, huge lag. Platform lagged. Gosh darn, is anybody else getting that? My platform just completely froze for about 5 seconds. Looks like we have volume increasing here. This could be a little bit of a break. Hopefully no flush. But I don't want to get out of this one. This one could really take off. See if shorts get pinched. I'm bailing there. I should have taken this profit on the way to VWAP. But man, is anybody else? Is it just a train farmer? You're fine for the day too? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if it's the internet or what. This market is like the bid drops out so quick. Yeah. So you got to try to get those extended sell-offs. That one's not too bad. You might have a little bit more fun over there. If you want to just say screw it and risk a little bit more, you could, but you're kind of already maxed out. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. My platform has froze on me. Like, I took that order on QNRX, it just flat out froze, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm screwed. It's like, oh well, it's cost of doing business, I guess. PHUN. Look for a good pattern on PHUN. I feel like we could get something. This is where we could get some money. All down 932. I bought really high there. That looks really good. I'm going to hold this. Come on, we need it to keep going. Now we're getting resistance, but that resistance just left. Okay. I'm try to hold this. This could be the one trade of the day that works. So I got to try to get it to work. This could be the one trade. So that's not good. Come on. It's shaky. I'm trying to trust it. It's shaky AF. I'm going to sell here pretty soon. It's lagging again. I'm just going to cut it right there. That gets me to flat on the day. That's kind of a bailout. I mean, going from down $1,500 to being down $8, it's a bit of a bailout. It's a good deal. A little worried about my lag. What the heck's going on here? This thing's starting to rip. Sold 2/3. Got a little shaky. I'm out there. Hey, we've put something together here. That was a good trade you did. But now you got it. It's probably gonna start. It's gonna hit a lot of like resistance. See how you get it still here. It might keep going. I mean, watch it. It might go. It might go a little bit red here, and then if it starts to get closer, you could get one more pullback. It's probably 2 to 3 red candles. Okay. Wow. We got bailed out again today. We just got bailed out again today. I must be on the good side of the gods. I don't know. The lag is a little scary. I just know that if it hits in the wrong spot, it could get screwed. Ah, shit. I got to bail. I had taken a $300 loss there. I didn't even listen to my own wisdom. I got sucked into buying this, thinking we might take off more. So it's funny how quick you can go from being happy to being like, ah, crap. So you gotta plan your trades before they come. I don't know. I'm up 600. That's better than being down 1,500. I should maybe start thinking about winding down operations. I don't know. It looks like a bull flag there. It looks like this might rip here. I don't know. Ah, it's rejecting. Oh, come on. Pop back up so I can bail. I don't know. I'm going to hold. It's hitting resistance. The pattern's there, but it's hitting resistance. I'm going to try to hold. Yeah, I'm cutting it. And this Murphy's Law, every time after you cut it is when it just goes. Look at that. Man, you can't even make this stuff up sometimes. Might get a little pop here. I don't think we're going to go through high day, but it's going to try. So I put in my order. I'm in at 35. I'm going to try to get out at 1160. I'm going to let it chop, but I'm going to hope that we get enough buying pressure, enough people buying late to move us up. Careful here. I got to cut a break even. That's just what's going to have to happen. Ah! This thing's a little bugger. We got 56 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. Our goal is 100 likes. I might not hit my daily goal in trading today, but we could probably hit the like goal. No problem. Farmers United. Mighty Goat joined. Yeah, so the YouTube subscription is a donation predominantly. But with it, you can get the live archives, the chatting abilities, and as well as support the channel if you like what I do. And if you can afford it, then I would consider it. If not, then I'll hate you forever. I'm kidding. That was sarcasm. I've been getting in trouble a lot with my girlfriend with my sarcasm. I have to put like a disclaimer behind all my sarcastic jokes now. Otherwise, she flips. I don't know. I'm up 566 on the day. QNRX was a total disaster. I was able to get back $300 on it as it attempted to come back to VWAP. No surprise, it got resistance right at about VWAP and put in a topping tail and then just dropped out. Volume's gone. There's no way buyers. I don't see buyers bringing that back to life. PHUN, we got ascending support. It's kind of bouncing off of this. This is kind of, I think, the one for the day. HSDT, low volume, it's dying off. So PHUN's the only one. And this one is not even that easy either. I don't know about this lag. Some people are saying they're getting lag, some people not. I'm definitely getting lag here. Lag. And I'm not surprised. I usually do get lag like that here on this, out on the farm. I'm out in the middle of nowhere right now. But we do have fiber. We're getting... shoot. I kind of missed it. Maybe see if a micro dip here and then a pop. Doesn't even look like a micro dip. Oh, I got sucked into buying high. That's a good fill. I had a feeling. Giving back a lot, way too much here now. Where am I at? 785. Oh, stinking A. What the frizz, bro? Might get a breakout here. Come on, baby, rip. There's the rip. Get the one more dip before 1197 break. We hit a huge seller at 12. I'm going to size down for subsequent trades. Break at 12. Shoot. Careful of a flush here. This is kind of our first big selling wall right here. This could be the end of it. Yep, bail. I would bail on that. That looks done. So, I mean, you got to trust what you see. Right. But trying to get this idea of these pivots. Yeah, that one was one to size up on. That was one to size up on. I was talking to my father. He says he should have sized up. And I said, yes, he should have. Okay, well, we've definitely got pulled out of our red day, unless we screw up. But tons of lag, I'm getting, people are saying. It makes it, I don't like to hear it, but it makes me feel better. Because I'm at a new trading station here, so. We got 75 likes already. You guys are killing it. The support from you guys has been great, overwhelming. So thank you. We might get further breakout on this. I'm just a little worried that we might get an extended sell-off. We might not. I don't know. Looks like we might get one last bust of volume here. Right into a big seller there. Bid drops out big time. This is probably going to reverse right here. But not before I try to get out with some profit. They're out at 39. That's decent. It's 10 cents on 900. So it's $100. That just broke out. Now we're up at the whole dollar of 13. Could maybe catch the break at 13. It seems a little extended though. I don't know. Holy crap. Shoot. I'm in big at 13. See if we get the break at 13. Come on, give me the break at 13 so I can get out of here. It's not a very strong break, but it did go. Maybe. Might be a little dirty. Oh my goodness. It's a halt up on PHUN? Oh my goodness. All right, Robbie. Yeah, I'm with you on that lag. Usually I'm not having a whole lot of lag, but today I am. I mean, it maybe has gotten better for me. I don't know. But early on, I had a couple trades where I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And I was down $1,500. It's down 15. I got back up 17. I guess to put it into perspective with people, because a lot of you guys are small size, that'd be like being down $15 and then coming up 7 to 17 green. So all you got to do is add zeros behind what you got. You know, some people lose $10 and they're like, oh, well, it's not a big deal. It's only $10. Well, if you were using the share size I'm using, that $10 would be an equivalent to losing 1,000. So you got to find a way to care about the $10. And the best way to do that is if you know, for me when I was learning, it's like if I had a good hot streak going, maybe 2 weeks of consistent green, and then one day I start to snowball, then even though I maybe the snowball day was a $30 loss, it was still very painful because it meant that I wiped away, a lot of progress. And unfortunately, QNRX, I'm down 562. So it's almost $600 gone on that one, which I'm happy because I took it from nine. I took it from a $9 loss to a $5.62 loss. To put it into perspective, I had a $10 loss on it, and I got it to $5.62. And luckily, I have a $22 win on PHUN. Someone said my camera is fuzzy. Is it fuzzy? Yeah, I am on the farm. Uh, yeah, well, they have a lot of opinions, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So the poll is: did you grow up on a farm? Try to get We'll try to get a census going here. Get 90 likes already. Good, good, good. We got PHUN gonna unhalt here very shortly. Going back to the daily. I mean, the dip within the halt resumption dip trade. It's a high risk, high reward scenario. We're showing a flat resumption on PHUN. That's usually not a good sign. I wouldn't be surprised if what happens. We open flat, we dip, it gets a little shaky, and then, I don't think it's going to be a quick dip and a rip. I think it's going to be a dip and then a little bit of shake and then a rip. But then again, who knows? I mean, no one knows. All we know is this one's really strong, but we also know it's extended. So if we do take a trade on it, it's going to have to be probably a quick trade. I don't know how this thing would have got dirty. This thing's unhalting right here. Ah, my hand's not even on the trigger. I'm not gonna trade it. That looks like a drop. Oh, there's that drop and then the rip. No. I always get smoked on these resumptions. I'm not buying this one. Oh, there you go. See, I told you it was gonna be a dip and a little bit of a chop, and then it was gonna take off. Kind of took off there. Jumped in on this with 450 shares. And see if we get a rip through 423. Yeah, we did. That's a pretty nice trade there. You gotta buy it before it rips green. Oh, you did? Yeah. I don't trust it anymore. Yeah, that top detail there is kind of. Yeah. I think it's your connection or something. It's just like it's a little like when you move around. It looks good when you move. It doesn't. I don't think. Well, pretty quick though. It's strange. Yours is like move around. It's sort of like almost like digital. Less talking, more trading. This thing is extended. Ah, shoot. I missed that trade. 100% totally. Halt up is 1549. I'm going to try to hold here for a breakout to 1497. Filled me almost perfectly there. Wow. Nice. Oh, come on, PHUN. Just be done. This is where things can start to get really accelerated, but we're right up to that halt level at 1580, and that's if the halt level moved to 1596. No, I don't want to get in. I don't want to get in on a halt. It's trying to halt here. Yeah, on some of these breakouts, you gotta recognize when it's starting to just take off. But in my defense, I mean, we had a couple of red topping tails here. This thing has had a couple big things, but I mean, this is the move. Like if we don't make money on this move here, we're not gonna make money later on it. Like this is it. It's probably gonna keep going a little bit, and then it's gonna reject and sell off the rest of the day. So this is, and the best trades are probably already behind us, but sometimes with these stocks, it's now or never. I got my eucalyptus essential oil here. It's a fundamental part of the 50/50. It's in chapter 16. Yeah, I don't know why the camera is fuzzy. It's the same camera I used down in Arizona. I virtually have the same setup up here. I mean, same computer, basically same microphone, same camera, triple display. The difference is in Arizona I have 30-inch monitors. Up here I have 27. And it does make a difference. I mean, the 30-inch you just get that extra real estate. And when I come here, everything feels just a little bit tight. Internet speeds are pretty much the same. I mean, I did this test last night. I had 560 megabytes download and like 150 megabytes upload or something of that nature. I mean, it's fiber optic cable out here. But the router they have is pretty old and janky, if I was to be honest. No. How do you check your latency? This is a memory. Yeah, this is the fourth halt, and it's gonna be a flat resumption. I wouldn't be surprised to break through 16. I was getting ready to wind down for the day, and now PHUN is like firing up. So it's like, ah, shoot, we gotta trade it. Yeah, yeah, I can do that. SC. Um, if John is here, yeah, I think maybe later this week or next week. Well, that's another thing too. You guys are probably having a hard time reading my numbers, and that's because I have my font set to small. But I looked over at my dad's stream, and it looked pretty clear. I could see the numbers just fine, but they are smaller because I have a smaller screen, so I have to kind of make things fit. Man, if I would have just held 2,700 all the way up to here, that would have been great. Man, that didn't look so good. No, I can't even see it. It's like barely even on my screen. Seems to me this could be the top. Good thing I took 450 shares. Good thing I did. Yeah, that could be the top. What's the hardest work you have to do on the farm? There's a lot, but most physically taxing. If fixing fence on a hot summer day, that can get pretty bad. That can really start to suck. And it's really the humidity that does it in here too. It's like Arizona, we don't have humidity, but as you can imagine. Ah, shoot. What happened? Did you get a good trade? Yeah. Yeah, I think we took the same exact trade. Oh yeah. But I'm like, I can't. I'm too nervous because I really touch it and flies off of me. You need a mouse, huh? Yeah, I know. I gotta look for mine. I had an extra one. I got up to 37 there. Yeah, I'm trying to find a nicer way to tell it. I took a little bit of a loss there at the end. In that 58 out 41. 1,800 shares. A tarp to create shade where you work is a lifesaver. Yeah, well, that would be nice, but when we're working out in the middle of nowhere on some big fence, we don't have any of that. But we do have those like a Ranger, a Polaris Ranger, or it's a side by side. And they have a roof usually, and those have been nice because before that we just used like four wheelers, like a quad runner. That no top, no bench seat. But we've had side by sides for a while. Stacking square bales in the barn. That's like we do that like once a summer. That's always a crappy day. And just general. I mean, if something breaks down, even if it's not a major breakdown, having to get out of the tractor. Say it's like 500. It's like 500% humidity. 90 degrees. And you got to sit out there and you're busting your finger on some piece of metal. But I will say farming these days, it's not what it was 100 years ago. There's a lot more efficiencies. So a lot of it's just sitting in the tractor. But even sitting in the tractor with AC and a radio, I mean, you do that 9-10 hours a day straight. I mean, it gets kind of exhausting. It's not like I'm breaking a sweat, but it's just like being in a car ride every day. An all-day car ride every single day. And it's usually bumpy. If you have to go to the bathroom, you're out of luck. You better hope that you can find somewhere to go. Yeah, you want to bring a roll of paper towels. I'll just say that. Some of you smarter people will know what I'm saying, but yeah, they have their story, but I have my story too. So we have a halt down on PHUN. I sized up basically on the last two trades. And if I could go back again, I'd size up again. I wouldn't change the trades I took. I would just change. I just changed my share size. I mean, that's it. Had I been trading with 3,000 shares, I'd be up like 10 grand right now. That's the only difference, really. It's the same trades, but how much risk you want to take. I was dialed down. I was at the 9. Why was I dialed down? It's my first day out on the farm. We had some lag. Last trading day was a near miss, and today was a near miss. I was down 1,500, and then I'm green 3,000. That's a $5,000 swing, almost. So I was dialed down. So there was, that day I made 25,000, and some people made 40. It's because they used bigger share size. I can almost guarantee you, if we were to show a recording, the trades would be almost identical. Not in every instance, but it'd be you wouldn't take a genius to realize it's practically the same trades. The only difference is some people are willing to risk more. Some people, for whatever reason, decide to size up on that one. So that's a day where I made 25 and I was using my smallest share size. I could have doubled it by going up to 18. I could have tripled it. I could have had a $75,000 day. If I, instead of using 900 that day and I used 2,700, I would have had tripled my profits. I would have made $75,000 that day, taking the same exact trades. Now, that in theory is true, but in practice is probably a different story. But in theory, yes. So, for example, today I'm up 35. And I know that if I would have just used 1,800 shares, if I would have used the 2,000 share blocks, I would be up like $8,000. So then you ask, okay, trading farmer, why didn't you? Well, again, because of the lag, because of the red, because of the risk. I mean, I'm more of a careful trader. And maybe because I'm getting old. I don't know. I've been doing this a lot of years already. And for me, having a less anxiety-filled trading session, less of a roller coaster is preferable than going for these massive green days. But I don't know. In some ways, I got to push myself. And really, it's not in changing the way I trade. It's the same 50-50. It's the same dip within the rip, but using bigger size where it makes sense. Yeah, I was tempted to buy that trade, but I'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to go down to 450 and try to go for some dips within the rips. That's not a bad one there. I don't know what I got out of it. 6 cents. See, it's really easy to pull out 5-6 cents out of this, but it's also easy to lose 10-20. So you can't just aimlessly buy. You got to really kind of line it up with some logic and some patterns, because everyone's seeing the same patterns. So if you don't think it looks good, then there's somebody else that probably doesn't think it looks good. This is a trade I wish I would have been in on. That resumption there. And then it bottomed out. It's starting to go green, yeah. And what's going to happen is short sellers were trying to go short there now. It looks like it might break, so they might snap. But I think it would be better just to there. But that bid doesn't come up very nicely. No. Oh, they're sitting here talking away my time here. Will we get an acceleration here or rejection? Looks like a rejection. I got 104 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. I was telling you about this trade, Dad. I hope you got it. We have a bigger seller up here. I'm just gonna cut it right there. I think that was plenty of time to recognize that it wasn't gonna work. But I still pulled decent money out of it. That's the beauty of the 50-50. It's the in and out. And of course, you'll add your own flavors to it. Trying to hold this, but it's not looking super great. I might have to cut it here if it goes break even. I got to cut it right there. That's too bad. I laughed at the market, and the market said, not so fast. I tried to laugh at the market because I felt like it was like, oh my goodness, it's just working. I was like, man, I'm about to make good money. Market said, nope. Oh, gotta get out of there. This thing's starting to rev its engines down. Wow, how much money did I just lose? 10 cents? I did not think I lost 10 cents on that trade. Oh, back to 34. I got up to 38 there for a second, back down to 34. I might have to let this one go. It's at a halt down now. Luckily, I cut it, but I thought we would get a nice rebound right here. That was not made to be. Thought we might get a little thing. We got bounce off support down here. This thing's really starting to change directions here. I think we're going to get a change of direction. Shoot. I'm just going to take that at 14. Not good risk management, huh? Is that me? Farmer has never had bad risk management. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Shoot. I should maybe just consider not trading this anymore. Yeah, I should probably let it go. That's too bad. Gave back $600. I bought high. I can guarantee you I'm taking a loss on that. Yep. Back to. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost so much money. Oh. It's like kind of surreal, if I was to be honest. Should probably just take it. Mm. In at 82, out at 53. That's a 30-cent loss on 2,700 shares. Yeah, that's a big loss. And I'm forgetting that I have this on increments of 2. Yeah, wow. I'm like, okay, I want my money back now. But on the other side, it's like, that may not be the smartest decision. What is this, a 5-minute chart? Looks like a Christmas tree to me. Hold down 1247. Yeah, I gotta pull my finger off that trigger. So many coffee grounds in my coffee. All down 1233, 1235. Gotta cut that break even. Lost even more money on it. I might just need to take my money. Be done. I rebounded there. I knew it. That just really hurts. See what they say. Yeah. Oh, see ya. Yeah, I guess I did miss Osea. I'm not doing as well as I was, twin. I'm up 1,800. I was up about 3,000. About $1,300 from my highs now. It's very unfortunate. See it taking a big dump there. PHUN. I had the right trade, but then I missed it. Oh, see ya. Oh, see ya later. Looks like I missed it completely. You're right. Looks like it's done. Come back over to fun. Or should I just be done? Should I come back to fun or should I just be done? From 3 to 390 there. Or 13 to 14 there. That's a dollar share move. I'm going to stick with fun. See if I can get a trade on it later. I had the right idea here. I don't know why I didn't. Old. See, you trade with fear, and then you get on this rhythm that's bad, and then it snowballs from there. Same thing if you get on a good rhythm, it can get you on a good rhythm, and then you kind of keep going on it. But now I'm in definitely a bad rhythm on the day, and I just one more loss, and I'm done with profit on the day. But one more win, and I'm back up to 4,000. I mean, this is cutthroat. This is cutthroat. Now I could size down. Ah, there's too much resistance up here. I'm bleeding. Profits are bleeding. I don't know anything about OCA. I'm getting out break even there in OCA. I don't know. Part of me just wants to take it. Blair's heading out. Yeah, that's probably the right call. I got bamboozled on this stupid ticker. I am just so out of rhythm here, boys. It's not even funny. Looks like it's failing. Oh, see, yeah, I don't think so. We'll see if PHUN starts to reverse again. Blair's driving it. Where are you going, Blair? I don't know, guys. Heading back to Los Angeles. Okay. I don't think we're making our money back, but maybe. We'll see. Well, I mean, at least I'm not down 1,500. Was that a shot at RT? No. I don't know what I even said. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't know what he was at, but I was down 1,500. That's what I'm saying. It's better than being down 1,500 because that's where I was earlier today, and it was not looking so good. And then I got up to about 3,000, and then I gave back 15. So it was about 3,000. Now I'm about 1,500 green. That's why I was saying. At least it's better than being down 15. We're getting some dips. I got to get dialed in on this one, man. This thing, I just feel I just got to pull the trigger at the right time, and I'm going to be back up. Doesn't take much. 13. I mean, that right there from 13.15 back up to 13.65 right there, that could be $1,000. Volume's really kind of dying off in this bugger. So we're just trying to see if we get a rebound. I don't know if we will or not. Sometimes we do. Sometimes this thing gives one last pinch. Now we might get a breakout here. I'm going to cut it there. That shake there is what did it in for me. I ended up making 8 cents on the trade. Not very much.